dear employees, that is quite a pleasure for me to be communicating with you. I am so excited. I would like to start that I am a student of Applied Mathematics faculty at my university in St. Petersburg. My educational program includes IT programming, data science, artificial intelligence, a bit engineering, physics and mathematics. As I have already said in my resume, I may collaborate with such IT programming languages, which are called as JavaScript and Python. To convince you in it, I will ask 3 questions and highlight differences between these 2 IT programming languages. Okay, for instance, let me ask the first question. How does prototypal inheritance work in JavaScript and Python? In JavaScript, every object has a prototype, which is an object that is used as a template for the object's properties and methods. When you create a new object, it inherits the properties and methods of its prototype. This process is called prototypal inheritance. Okay, now I'll show you how it works. When you create an object using the new keyword, it inherits the prototype of the constructor, function used to create the object. Also, the prototype of an object is stored in its property or prototype property in modern JavaScript. When you access a property or method on an object, JavaScript checks if the object has that property or method. If it doesn't, it looks up the prototype chain, for example, the chain of proto-properties, to find the property or method. If the prototype chain doesn't find the property or method, JavaScript returns undefined. Okay, now I'm sure you're so excited to figure out how does prototype-based inheritance work in Python. Okay, Python does not have a traditional prototype-based inheritance system like JavaScript, for instance. Instead, it uses a concept called new style classes, introduced in Python version 2.2, and classic classes used in Python 2.null or 1.x. New style classes use a meta class, a class that creates classes to inherit from another class, whereas classic classes use the basis attribute to determine the inheritance hierarchy. In Python, you can define a class that inherits from another class using the class keywords and the inheritance syntax. Okay, for instance, I'll show you an example. Okay, class gap animal, column gap new line, gap def gap sound, bracket self bracket column new line, gap print bracket quad generic animal sound, quad bracket new line class gap dog bracket animal bracket column gap new line gap def gap sound bracket self bracket column gap new line gap print bracket quad woof exclamation mark quad bracket gap. Okay, here we should go to another kind of question. What is a closure and how is it used in JavaScript and Python? Okay, here I should say that there are some similarities at this kind of point between these 2 programming languages. Okay, it is the same, I would say like that. A closure is a function that has access to its own scope and the scope of its outer functions. In other words, a closure is a function that remembers the variables and the functions of its outer scopes. Okay, and here we go to the third question. How do null and undefined differ in JavaScript and Python? In JavaScript, for instance, null and undefined are two distinct values that are often confused with each other. Null is a value that represents the intentional absence of any object value. It is often used to indicate that a variable or property has no value or is not applicable. Undefined is a value that represents an uninitialized or an unassigned variable or property. It is often used to indicate that a variable or property has not been defined or initialized. Okay, and as usual, Python does not have explicit null or undefined values like JavaScript, for example, or other languages. Instead, it uses the concept of none to represent the absence of a value. In Python, if you try to access an attribute or method of an object that does not exist, you will get an attribute error. If you try to assign a value to an existent attribute or method, you will get an attribute error. Okay, again, okay. And to my way of thinking, I reckon that we should turn to my experience with 4 years. Okay, maybe I wish to say that I'm practice product manager. I have been working in Author Media for 3 years and then in Veloze since December 2023. Okay. Here, let's tell about my first position as a product manager in an agency which is called as After Media, where I was responsible for selling and buying advertisement to and from bloggers. Okay, I will gladly explain it for you. When a blogger is very busy to promote advertising to his target audience, we can help him with this. Find a company what is ready to promote this blogger and therefore make our own profit from it. Okay, and at this step you would actually ask me a question: how will you actually do this? Okay, at the first position. Okay, pre-campaign planning. Do you know about it? It includes researching. Okay, I spent several hours researching the top personal finance bloggers in our niche, analyzing their audience, demographics, engagement rates, and content quality. I also reviewed their previous sponsored content campaigns to understand their tone and style. Okay, and after that, actually targeting, I created a list of from 10 to 15 top bloggers who met our criteria and was willing to partner with us. I prioritized those with the largest audience, highest engagement rates, and most relevant content. After that, faithfully, you need to know content strategy. I worked with our marketing team to develop a content strategy that aligns with our product's unique value proposition. We created a set of pre-approved topics, tone and style guidelines for the bloggers to follow. And wholeheartedly, you should keep in mind budget allocation. I allocated about $5,000 for the campaign, which will be split among the selected bloggers. Okay, and at this step, I reckon that I should explain a campaign execution. Okay, where could you approach bloggers? Okay, I reached out to the selected bloggers via email or LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and other platforms. Introducing our product and proposition a partnership. I provided them with detailed information about our product, target audience, and content strategy. Undeniably, there were negotiations. We negotiated the terms of the partnership, including the number of posts, content requirements, and compensation. In this case, we offered a flat fee per post. Yeah. Okay, and maybe from the one side, one of the most magnificent, breathtaking, and splendid kinds of partnership content creation. The bloggers created sponsored content, for example, like blog posts, social media posts, or videos. Yeah, that met our content strategy guidelines. We reviewed and approved each piece of content before it goes live. And what do we keep thinking else? Actually, promotion. We promoted the sponsored content across our social media channels to amplify its reach. Okay, and as a result, post-campaign analysis. What should we keep thinking about? Actually tracking metrics. We tracked key metrics such as engagement rates, likes, comments, shares, click-through rates, CTR, and conversation rates, such as, for example, app downloads. What else? Also ROI analysis. We calculated the return on investment, ROI, for each blogger and the overall campaign by comparing the cost of the campaign to its revenue generated. And sincerely and certainly evaluation. We evaluated the effectiveness of each blogger and adjust our targeting for future campaigns based on performance data. Oh my gosh, and what kind of lessons did I learn? Quality over quantity. Yeah, it is better to partner with a smaller number of high quality bloggers who have a genuine interest in your product than to try to work with multiple bloggers who may not be as engaged. After that, actually, clear communication, establishing clear communication channels with bloggers is crucial for successful campaigns. And at the end, content is the key. High quality content that resonates with your target audience is essential for driving engagement and conversation. So, and also metric matters. Yeah, tracking key metrics is vital for measuring campaign success and making data-driven decisions for future campaigns. Okay, and now we turn to another kind of company which is called as Vilzy. Vilzy is a mobile application that lets people meet new people while cycling, earn rewards instantaneously, see where your friends cycle, have free cycling navigation, and many more amazing features all in one app. Our product encourages people to cycle, enjoy improvised moments, and have fun together. Okay, as a product manager in Vilzy, my experience is a dynamic and challenging one. Here is an overview of my role and responsibilities. Define priorities, prioritize the product features and requirements based on market research, customer feedback, and business objectives. Develop and maintain a deep understanding of the market, competitors, and industry trends. Collaborate with cross-functional teams, including engineering, design, and marketing, to ensure seamless product development. Work closely with stakeholders to gather and prioritize product requirements, create and manage product roadmaps, release plans, and burn down charts. Analyze and interpret data to inform product decisions and measure success. After that, actually communicate product vision and strategy to stakeholders, including executives, customers, and partners. And at the end, identify and mitigate risks associated with product development. Okay, as a result, what kinds of key skills should I have to fulfill all tasks as a product manager for this role? Okay, in Vilzy. Strong analytical and problem-solving skills to identify and prioritize product opportunities. Excellent communication and collaboration skills to work effectively with diverse stakeholders. Ability to prioritize multiple tasks and projects simultaneously. Wholeheartedly strong understanding of software development methodologies and agile principles. Familiarity with data analysis tools and techniques to inform product decisions. And actually strong leadership skills to guide cross-functional teams. After that, what type of daily task do I have? Morning stand-up, meeting with the engineering team to discuss progress, address blockers, and set goals for the day. Reviewing customer feedback and market research to identify areas for improvement. Meeting with stakeholders to gather requirements and provide updates on product progress. Sincerely analyzing data from customers, surveys, usability testing, and other sources to inform product decision. Actually, creating and updating product roadmaps, release plans, and burn down charts, collaborating with designers to develop wireframes and prototypes for new features, and reviewing code changes and providing feedback to engineering teams. What kinds of challenges do I have as a product manager position in Vilse? Okay, balancing competing priorities from multiple stakeholders with limited resources. After that, managing complex technical requirements while ensuring alignment with the business objectives. Actually, communicating complex technical concepts to non-technical stakeholders, adapting to changing market conditions and customer needs, and at the end, ensuring timely delivery of high-quality products while maintaining a focus on long-term goals. Oh my gosh, what kind of successes do I reach during doing this kind of project? Developed a robust product roadmap that aligns with business objectives and customer needs. Successfully launched a new feature that increased customer engagement by 30 percentages. Improved collaboration between cross-functional teams through effective communication and project management, and actually built strong relationships with the stakeholders, including executives, customers, and partners. What kinds of lessons do I learn during doing this project? The importance of prioritizing clear communication and collaboration in a fast-paced environment. Yeah, that is very essential. Yeah, not well. We need to keep it clear in our minds. The need for continuous learning and adaptation in a rapidly changing market. The value of data-driven decision making in informing product decisions, and actually the impact of effective project management on team morale and productivity. Okay, to addition to this, as I have already said, I know 5 languages in different levels, like Russian, C2. I am bilinguist in this kind of language because I was given a birth in Russia. English, C1 level, Italian, B2 level, German, A2 level, and French, A2 level. Okay, I think that you don't doubt in my abilities to speak in Russian. Okay, I may say something in it. For example, я очень рада, что вы сейчас прослушиваете мое интервью. Also, as you may consider, I speak English. And what about Italian? I would say you one phrase in 3 other languages: Italian, German, and French. Ok, come on, let's go. Sono molto felice di sapere che stai ascoltando la mia intervista. Here we go to German. Ich freue mich sehr, dass Sie meinem Interview zuhören. And actually French. Je suis très heureux de savoir que vous écoutez mon interview. All of these 4 same phrases but in other languages means that I'm so glad that you are listening to my interview right now. Okay, and in your previous email you have already asked me one question. Where have I found your vacancy on this position? Yeah, I have been browsing around the internet and on the site and in the app which is called as Telegram, I have found this vacancy. I am so inspired that this kind of job is remote and I will like change my location of residence like when I wish to do it. Unfortunately now I have never been employed with you, but I wish to start collaborate. Okay, and come on, in your recent email you have already asked me to do some tasks to check up my hard skills. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Peter Piper picked a pile of pickled peppers. Sally sat by the seashore picking seashells. Here we go to the first number. Sunrise Asian Cuisine Restaurant, Motorsports Collision 2, The Slotted Spoon, Fudge Factory Grill, and ice cream. Okay, and turn into task number 5. I'll read a text for you. Yeah. Okay, come on, let's do it. Hey, this is Zlata on a recorded line from Nice Job, and what we are doing here today is we are calling business owners who we think we can guarantee to get more phone calls, more business, and the best customers they've ever had. Okay, now how we do that is with a simple piece of software. It is powered by AI, and what it does is it gets you way more reviews and referrals, and it even works for your past customers as well. So anybody you've worked with in the last 6 months. Would you have a few minutes right now so we can show you how it works? Okay, also in your recent email, you have asked me a question. If I had conflicts at my work as a product manager with a client or customer, how did I solve it? Okay, now I'll explain you. Okay, come on. When I have been working as a product manager in an agency which is called After Media, one popular lifestyle blogger with a large following has been working with us. Wellness. Okay, a company that sells health supplement as a part of their partnership. This blogger was supposed to create sponsored content featuring his product on his blog. The company provided him with a set of guidelines and assets to use in the post. However, when this blogger received the final draft of the post from the company's marketing team, he was not satisfied with the outcome. The post didn't reflect his usual tone and style, and the language used was too promotional. So the blogger felt that it didn't accurately represent his brand or values. Okay, now I wish to explain this problem. Okay, this blogger was upset and frustrated with the way the company had handled the collaboration. He felt that they didn't respect his creative freedom and were trying to manipulate him into promoting their product in a way that didn't align with his brand. As a result, this blogger decided to take a step back and resist the partnership. He contacted the company before he contacted us actually. Marketing team, company's marketing team, that is we, okay, and expressed his concerns, but they didn't seem to understand his point of view. Okay, what kind of solution did we find? Okay, as you have already understood, as a product manager at agency which is called as After Media, I was tasked with resolving the issue and finding a solution that would satisfy this blogger's concerns. Okay, here's what I did. Okay, actually, immediately I responded. I acknowledged this blogger's concerns and apologized for any inconvenience caused by our team. I assured him that we valued our partnership with him and wanted to find a solution. After that, I understood the issue. I listened carefully to this blogger's concerns and asked clarifying questions to understand what specifically was bothering him about the final draft. I also reviewed the post to see where we went wrong. Okay, after that, actually, I re-evaluated the guidelines. I went back to our team and re-evaluated our guidelines for sponsored content. We released realized that we had been too rigid in our approach, which was causing friction with our partners. Okay, after that, actually, I proposed a collaborative approach to creating sponsored content. I suggested that we work closely with this blogger to develop a concept that aligns with his brand values and tone while still meeting our marketing goals. After that, actually, I offered to give this blogger more creative freedom in terms of the content creation process, allowing him to have more control over the final product. This was a flexibility from our side, and after that, we just suggested transparency. I ensured that this blogger was kept informed throughout the process, including regular updates on the progress of the object. And after some back and forth, we came up with a revised post that this blogger was happy with. The final product was a well-balanced mix of promotional content and valuable insights from a blogger's perspective. Yeah. Okay, now I would like to tell you what is essential when you're listening to your customer or a client when there is an conflict between you, between your company, and between another clients and this client. Yeah, attentive listening. Okay, you should listen carefully, actually cautiously, acknowledgement, empathy, and open-ended questions. Okay? After that, when I investigate and gather information, I will certainly clarify the product details, including the product name, version, and any relevant specifications. Obtain the order number to verify the purchase and check the order status. Understand the attempts that my client has made to resolve the issue on her own, including any troubleshooting steps she may or he may have taken, or any previous contacts he may have made with the company. Actually, by gathering this information, I can better understand the root cause of the issue, identify potential solutions or workarounds, provide more accurate and relevant assistance to my client, avoid miscommunication or misunderstandings. Additionally, active listening skills and open-ended questions can help to encourage my customer to provide more detailed information about the issue, help them feel heard and understood, build trust and rapport between our company and clients. To add, there actually should be some offers, solutions, and compromises. Okay. As a product manager, you may suggest alternatives, such as, for example, replacing the defective product with a new one, providing a full refund or a store credit, offering a discount on a future purchase. And if a product manager follow up these instructions, as a result, there will be successful resolution, customer satisfaction, and positive feedback. Okay, in your recent email, you also asked me if I prefer working in a team or on my own. Okay, come on, let's compare both of them. Working in a team, pros, as you may see there, collaboration and idea sharing, shared workload and responsibilities, learning from others, strengths and expertise, social interaction and camaraderie. Okay, what about cons? Potential conflicts and disagreements, different work styles and personalities, distractions and decreased focus, and actually dependence on others for tasks. What about advantages and disadvantages of working on your own? Pros, come on, let's tell about it. Autonomy and independence. Uninterrupted focus on concentration, flexibility to work at your own pace, and greater control over the project or tasks. And what about minuses? Isolation and lack of social interaction, increased responsibility for the entire project, limited resources or expertise if needed, and actually higher stress levels due to the pressure to deliver. Oh my gosh. Okay, to my way of thinking, I would like to actually pick out or choose working in a team. Come on, I enjoy brainstorming and bouncing ideas of others. I don't really like to work out my ideas independently. Actually, I really thrive in a fast-paced, dynamic environment with many people involved, and I'm not really keen on a more structured and quiet setting. No, 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 no. I'm really comfortable with sharing credit and recognition with others, and I don't like to take ownership of my work and achievements. I feel energized by the social interactions and the banter that come with working in a team, and I don't really tend to the quiet, focused atmosphere of working alone. And also, when you keep working in a team, you feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself, with a sense of belonging and purpose. When you're part of a team, you are more likely to stay motivated and accountable, as others are relying on you. Teams bring together people with different experiences, skills, and backgrounds, which can lead to fresh insights and learning. Okay, actually, in your recent email, you asked me this kind of question: why do I think that I'm good for this role to be a business development representative for your company? And now I wish to ask you, as a business development representative, my primary responsibility is to identify, pursue, and develop new business opportunities that align with your company's goals and objectives. And here I may give you some reasons why I might think that I'd be a good fit for this role. Okay, I am confident in my ability to effectively communicate with potential clients, understanding their needs and presenting solutions in a clear and concise manner. There are some strong communication skills from my side. Also, business acumen. I have a solid understanding of the industry and market trends, allowing me to identify potential opportunities and build relationships with the key stakeholders. Actually, from my side, proactive and results oriented. I am motivated to drive results and willing to take initiative to achieve targets, such as setting up meetings, sending emails, and making calls to potential clients. Okay, in addition to this, I am really skilled and strong at building relationships with clients, understanding their needs, and providing value to them, which can lead to long-term partnerships and referrals. I have a really good and magnificent adaptability. I am able to adapt quickly to changing circumstances, such as shifting market trends or new product developments, and adjust my approach accordingly. Such quality of temper is data driven, okay, that is really essential. I am comfortable working with data and analytics, tools to track progress, identify trends, and optimize my approach for better results. Also, I have a collaborative mindset. I understand the importance of working closely with other departments such as sales, marketing, and product development to ensure alignment and effective execution. In addition to this, I tend to have industry knowledge. I have a solid understanding of the industry and market trends, which allows me to identify potential opportunities and build relationships with key stakeholders. As an addition, I also have entrepreneurial spirit. I am willing to take calculated risks and think outside the box to develop new business opportunities and yeah, that align with companies' goals. Continuous learning, actually, I am committed to ongoing learning and professional development, staying up to date with industry trends, best practices, and new technologies. Okay, wholeheartedly, in your recent email, you have asked me how do I like to spend my leisure time. I would like to tell you that there are lots of activities which I try every day. For example, playing volleyball, basketball, a bit football, like when I may go to the bank embankment with my comrades, and there is stadium, and we may play football, basketball, or volleyball. Actually, every day I train in the gym, outside, or in my flat. Actually, every day I dance in my studio, in my in my dance studio with my friends. I'm really keen on singing out loud in other foreign languages and listening to audiobooks. For example, listening to audiobooks. Okay, and the date when I may start working with you as soon as possible, I would say like that. Okay, and as I may see there, also, okay, also 14 minutes next. So I may tell you something from my explain it, from my resume and cover letter. Come on, I want to tell you about my data analytics skills. Okay, for this I have data preparation. This involves collecting, cleaning, transforming, and organizing data from various sources to make it suitable for analysis. Also, I have such kind of skill or ability as which is called as data visualization using various techniques. For instance, charts, tables, heat maps, to communicate insights and trends in data to stakeholders, statistical analysis, applying statistical methods, for example, regression, hypothesis testing, confidence intervals to identify patterns, correlations, and relationships in data. That is really important to has a machine learning background, using machine learning algorithms, for example, decision trees, clustering, neural networks, to identify complex patterns and relationships in data. Oh yeah. Also data mining, discovering hidden patterns and relationships in large data sets using techniques like association rule, mining, decision trees, and clustering. Also, yeah. Again, what else? Business intelligence, using data analytics to support business decision making by providing insights on performance, trends, and customer behavior. Also, that is really important to get what is predictive analytics, using statistical models and machine learning algorithms to forecast future outcomes and make predictions based on historical data. Also, actually, descriptive analytics, summarizing and describing the characteristics of historical data to identify trends, patterns, and correlations. In addition to this, prescriptive analytics, providing recommendations for future actions based on the analysis of historical data and statistical models. What about big data analysis? Yeah, handling large scale data sets using distributed processing frameworks, such as, for example, Hadoop, Spark, and NoSQL databases. Data quality, ensuring the accuracy, completeness, and consistency of data to ensure reliable analysis and insights. Storytelling, communicating complex data insights in a clear and concise manner to non-technical stakeholders. Data governance, establishing policies and procedures for managing data assets, ensuring data security, and maintaining data quality. To add data integration, combining data from multiple sources into a single cohesive view to facilitate analysis and reporting, and actually A/B testing, designing and analyzing experiments to measure the effectiveness of different versions of a product or service. Okay, actually, dear employees, from the other side, I also have some questions for you. For example, what is my expected salary? I wish to have a wage from $5,000 per month. Do you have overtime work? How much work needs to be done? I really hope that you'll apologize me, but I really don't know what to say else. I'm looking forward for your reply. That is all. Bye.